What is up, my Rimians? Welcome back to what I think is going to be the finale of Alan Wake Remastered. Let me just get everything going here. Wait for that notification that stream has begun. There we go, Stream Manager. Now I can see everything. Hell yeah. Alright, so I think this is going to end up being a bit of a shorter stream. Hopefully not too short. What do we have for extras? Statistics. Oh, damn! I've found 71 of 106 pages in 69, nice, of 100 coffee thermoses. The can pyramids are a thing. I've knocked over 3 of 12. And there's chests. Damn. Oh, I only have one more radio show to find and 2 more TV shows to find. Signs found. Alarm clocks? Cardboard standees? Night Spring video games? What? Wait a minute. There's video games in the video games? My immersion. Alright, I'm just gonna wait at this menu for just a minute longer. Wait for everybody to get in here. This is a different title screen than before. So I'm going to give it 1 more minute for everybody to get in here, and then we're going. Alright, so I wonder if I can see how many episodes... Oh wait, no, I don't want to start a new thing. Okay. What's playback? Cinematics, radios, manuscripts, sound... Oh, nice! So you can... When you're in the menu, you can listen to everything you've found after the fact. So maybe that's what we'll do if we finish early. We can go through and do like a manuscripts read back from the beginning, so we get it all at once or something like that, depending on how close we are to getting them all. I know I've missed a few, and there's some that are only available in the Nightmare difficulty, I believe. But we should be able to at least get the gist of everything that's going on with the manuscript, and hopefully by the end of this we'll get some clarity on how or why this manuscript is able to change reality. I know it has something with to do with the entity. Like, I wrote it when the entity was controlling me as Alan, and by doing that, the entity kind of gave me visions of the future, or of the projected future that it wanted, but Alan still has the ability to change the outcome, because he never actually finished it while he was under its control. So he kind of still has the power that it bestowed on him, you know? Sorry, just got a text, somebody asking if I was still streaming today, so I guess my notification didn't go out for some reason. But we're here, and they've been notified that we're live, so let's jump into it.
You made it. Well done. Glad I was
Excuse
wrong.
me.
It was a foolish chance to take. Don't
Was it?
worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have
Barry.
looked after the well-hidden for many, many years now. There's no shadow in the Berlin. Our
Barry's
is
already
real
for
safe.
Christmas. Look
The
up.
pumps are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
There's an old army base in Raincoat Point. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then.
So I'm pretty
They
sure
must
we
have
saw
built
this part last
Yes,
stream
they
until we
did.
opened the
It's
door,
my
and
place
that like
now.
ended the chapter. So it kind of brought us back a little bit, but not too far. I gotta remember the controls. Okay, switching weapons, and it's R1 to throw that. Oh, damn. Okay, well, welcome in. Hello, you're the first. Examine.
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing.
Hey,
so now I
Twatchy
don't
coming
climb
in
up
with the
ladder to
squish.
change
Sorry
them
I
because
don't
it's
have your
very late
ceremonial
and I'm
fart
tired.
to play
And if you
because I'm
take
on
it, I won't
PlayStation.
have to do that
And welcome
anymore.
Twinkle Toes. Yeah, I don't know why it's not giving notifications to some people.
The page
It's
was
really weird.
autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane.
This is all
None of
stuff
them
we
were
saw at
supposed to
the end of
exist
last
anymore.
stream.
Alan,
Just
7
FYI.
years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end.
Excuse me.
When he did sleep,
Got a
he
frog
soon
in my
woke
throat
up
or something.
screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away.
Hell yeah, no
To imbue
worries.
The talisman with all
I'm glad to
possible
see you
power,
here.
She added that
Hydrate,
it had been
thank
given
you,
to her
Cat.
by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Yeah, he's kind of calmed down a bit. Hell yeah, so there's the end of that
Briefly on
chapter.
Alan Wake,
Into
I
the
wrote
next.
a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Hell yeah. Episode 6. Oh, damn, so there is only one episode left. Alright. I'm going to take my time with this episode and really explore. Because otherwise it'll be a pretty short stream. It is going to be an early stream, though, because there's not much left. And to get to the sequel, I have to set everything up on the PC.
I had a
And
hangover.
that's
My head was about
just
to
a
explode
hassle
and
to
the light hurt
swap
my
over
eyes.
like that. So
I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my
Hangover.
finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if I could face the world without my sunglasses and something for my headache.
Grab them. So how you doing, Twatchy? It's been a minute.
The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again. The lights were like needles in my
Open.
eyes. I
Hey.
needed my sunglasses.
Oh, I need to find sunglasses. Where are they? Where'd you put them, Alan? There they are.
The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun. There
My
was a
daily
message
life,
waiting for me
just
on the
not
machine.
the hangover part. Yeah, there's got to be something with that QR code. There's actually, you know what? I'm gonna get a QR code scanner real quick on my phone and check this. Oh wait, would photo mode on the PlayStation work for it? Let me see. Nope. Okay. Take screen. Nope, I didn't want a screenshot of the pause. Okay, that doesn't work. All right, let's try it with my phone to see anybody else who wants to try it along. Do I have a QR code scanner? I'll try to explain as best I can because I can't put it on the screen since I'm not on my PC. So, let's see. Scan QR code. Oh man. Alright. One sec. I gotta get up and go all the way over to my TV to get this scanned. Alright. It's a YouTube video. Let's see.
The dark place was an endless waking dream. I saw visions carried by the ebb and flow of different dream states. They seeped in from the reality beyond. Things I had a connection to, but also things I couldn't possibly know. I used them in my writing to make it real, so that the parts that weren't would become so. And there were visions that I knew were not real. Ideas I had lost. Often of Casey. I had written about him for years. I used them as well.
Thank you, Crick.
The lies had to feel
Welcome
true
in, by the way.
for them to become true. Had I always written this way? Even before? Seen things without realizing I was seeing them? Thinking they were mine? Was this what inspiration was for me?
And that's it. Were you guys able to hear that all right? And if not, Crick also posted the link in chat, so you can go to that, and it's just a little 1-minute video. Hey, and thank you for that tier 1 resub at 35 freaking months. I can't believe it. 1 month short of 3 years. That's insane. I swear I just saw a chat pop up on the TV that wasn't in my messages. Okay, well, it'll pop up eventually if there was one. So, listen to the messages. I'm gonna search the house first, because I want to see if there's coffee. I have a whole lot of locked doors in my house. Ooh, can I go out on the balcony and look at the city? Nope. Alright, fine. I'll look over my shoulder through the window, peep at the neighbors. It'd be so weird to be in a city and you just look up and notice the guy standing in the window with sunglasses and a hoodie on, just staring out blankly. Oh, yeah. No, it just seems it's been that way in a lot of games, because that's like how they control your path of travel, right? But who keeps, especially someone who lives alone or lives with one other person, like a spouse or a partner, like, why would you keep a bunch of doors inside your house locked? It's never made sense to me, and I know it's a game mechanic and it doesn't always have to make sense, but it always kind of like struck a chord with me.
You have one new message.
Ow! Are you still asleep?
Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it.
Yeah,
Because
true.
she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show.
Fine. I'll watch some TV. The Harry Berry Show.
Welcome back to the Harry Alec Show.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop. Yeah, good read. Go buy it. No, it is a good read. Look, I'm going to be honest here.
Is that wise?
No, but I'm going to do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though, 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife
looks so
is
happy.
my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the 2 of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake, and once more, do the face for a Sam. And our musical
Who's that?
guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you.
At least I'd been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
Did you watch the show?
I didn't say
Yeah,
anything
do you have the
stupid if that's
keys
what
for
you
the
wanna know.
rooms?
Okay, Grumpy. You want an aspirin or something?
Are you gonna start with me about drinking now?
You know what?
Damn,
Go back to
calm
sleep,
down,
Ellie.
asshole. She's just being caring.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal, and you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet.
At least he apologized.
Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice. I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry,
Damn!
take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
Oh, buddy. Love you too.
Good luck, Al.
See you later.
Oh, he's actually crying. Poor guy.
When I got
Is
out,
this the last time
it
we're
was
going to see
warm and
Barry?
sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed.
I still haven't seen how this game ties into Control.
In daylight, surrounded by the
coffee.
beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape.
Thank you.
It was hard not to let doubt
Here,
creep
wait,
in one last time.
That's not one of the things
I could
that
still
can
chalk everything up
knock
to a
over. It's
dream,
not
a
pyramid.
delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this. Having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed, there would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Oops. I'm trying to remember the controls on how to, like, boost my headlights and stuff. I think it's X, but it's not working because it's daytime, I think. Such a pretty view. Even for a game this old, like, looks amazing with the remaster. There's the lumber yard, or kind of. The lumber pole. Ooh, go, uh-oh. I gotta get out.
Darkness had touched me. There was a link between
flashlight.
us.
Oh,
Always
no.
would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
Go, 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 go. Uh-oh.
Kill your wife.
Ow. Just gotta reload, buddy. You're not throwing any more shit at me. Go away. Man, I wish it would stop taking all my weapons. I get so many weapons that it's just like, I don't even get to use them. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we got another page, so let's see. Did we not read any in here? Oh, well, what we'll do is I'm not going to read any pages until after we beat the game. And then we'll go through all of them. All at once from the main menu. That'll make stream last a little bit longer. In case it goes really quickly. Whee! Okay, so it is X to boost that. Is there something in that car? I swear I saw a sparkly thing. Or is it just a car I can use? Oh, it's just a car I can use. Alright, I'll take this one then. Looks more off-roady. Ooh! Let's take this one. Nope, we can't take the Jeep. Alright, it's broke down. Fine. Hi, guys. I see you. Hey, buddy. Oh, hello, other friend. Like a boop. And a boop. Excuse me. Sorry, you shouldn't be standing in the road or moderately near it. Alright, can't get through that, so I gotta go. There's something, trees there maybe? Thought I saw something in the center here. It was a bright patch of ground. Cool. The Majestic Hotels, or Motel, with an extra L. There's some loot and stuff. Maybe there'll be another weapon. Because I want to, if I'm going into a final fight, I want to be prepared as I can be. And I might find the final radio show. Because I only missed one and I've only missed 2 TV shows so far. Okay, can't go in there. I can go in here though.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
Hell yeah. So Agent Nightingale was in room number 2. General information, refundable $100 security deposit is required on all reservations. No personal checks accepted. We take all major credit cards and bank cards. Check out as 10 a.m., no loud music, and no pets. 1 vehicle per unit. Facilities are for registered guests only. No visitors are allowed on the premises after 9 p.m. No exceptions. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Majestic. If you're a senior or a vet, ask about our discounts. I'm a vet. Get a good discount. You have discounted weapons. Ooh, discounted toilet coffee. Sweet. Just what I wanted. Take your chair with me. So I need to... Wait, was that something on the counter in there? Hold on. Yep, there's flash grenades on the counter in that room. So I need to go around on this side, I think is where... Yeah, so this room has flashbangs for some reason. Oh, it's the
This
FBI
had
coat.
obviously been the room where Agent
Nightingale's.
Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
Lots of beer cans. Revolver ammo, nice. I'm glad he just leaves weapons in his coat sitting around his room. You in the bathroom, Nightingale? Oh wait, no, he got eaten.
Look after yourself,
Stop. Oh, there was only one. I didn't even need to use the shotgun. Alright. Oh, caught on the freaking railing. Gotcha. Alright, he's down. Anything in that room? Nope. That room? Nope. That room? Nope. Alright, got a couple of flashbangs and some toilet coffee. I am a happy man. Need more pages lying around. Oh, Camp Pyramid. There we go. So yeah, I don't think anybody was in the stream yet, but I found a statistics menu on the main menu that shows like all the different collectibles there are, and there's some that I haven't even seen yet. Like, I had no idea they were even a thing. So definitely a lot of replayability if you want to 100% this game. And if you want to play this game, I 100% recommend it. This is an awesome... Whoa, tractor! Whoa! Things! People! Ghost men. With axes. Die! One moment. Be right there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, here we go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, so I need to go on the side. Oh, can I not bring my... Yes, I can. No, I can't. There's invisible walls. Alright, on foot it is. That was a good, like, 20-foot drive I got out of that thing. Can I just go around? No. So I need to be on the main bridge, it looks like. I can't go on the side. Yup. Yup. Oh, are you kidding? Go, Alan, you got this. Oh, shit! No! Well... Oh, come on! Fine, I'll drive. There. Now I can go. That was so dumb. Alright, do the light! Alan, no! Like the Metal Gear. Alan! Or no, wake! 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 What are these? I don't know. Bright light. Stop it. Stop it. Wow, that one, I thought I'd finished you off. You're a different one. You're tired. What is that? The horns. What is that? What the hell? Is that the thing? Okay, we gotta go. This stop. Ow! Go, Alan, go, go, go! Holy shit! Just freaking go! Go, go! Oh my god, this is not cool. This is why it didn't want me to bring a car. Boom! You suck. What was the thing with horns? It's gone now. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's you. It's you! You are the thing! Go, Alan! Woo! That hurt. Ooh, okay. Go, 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 go. It's time to leave. Is that thing? No, that's a barrel. That's probably gonna hurt me. Oh, hey, thanks for the car. Sweet. Appreciate you. Room, motherfucker. One moment. Bye. See ya. Excuse me. Sir. What am I stuck on? Okay. Not you. Can I move? Can I? Is this another... What is that? Are you a bad truck? Alright, I'll just sit here with my headlights. Whoops. I can't off-road as well as you can. Hold on. Don't. Hang on. I'm trying to fight you. There we go. I got out for some reason. I think my car's dead. Okay, time to go. Oh shit. Somebody just got lit up back there. I don't think I was supposed to stop for that. Ouch! Woo! Stop! Ow! You! Hang on. Why am I so bad? I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm done. Fuck you guys. I also have the lung capacity of a rock. So not very good. I think I was supposed to have a car for here. Uh-oh. Special. There we go. I have 6 shots left. Oh, I need some light and some ammo. Is there going to be light and ammo up here or just a car? There is just a car. But that's fine. I can kill things with a car. Nope. See you, buddy. Not even going to bother with you. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Uh-oh. Okay, that's not something I could... Oh, jeez. Alright, things are being thrown at me. I can't squeeze. Fine. Get rid of that real quick. To the tunnel! Get all the goop. And the flares. Bye, goop. Go away. Don't want any. I just want your flares. I still don't know if there's any reason to get rid of these other than avoiding walking on them, but I've been getting rid of every one I find, so it might be something like hidden stat that'll give me a better rating or whatever I get it through the game. There we go. Oh, I got something for you. That was badass. Well, I'm out of ammo on my handgun. But there's shotgun ammo. There's revolver ammo. And there's revolver ammo. And there's shotgun. Okay, I'm not going to do that every time. What? Oh, hey, watch it. Ow! Ow! Oh my god! There's so many! No, it's the poop goop still. don't want to be stuck here with the poop poop. Pretty quick to clear out. Okay. I tried to dodge. Woo! Oh my god! It's alright. I'm not gonna try for that explosive thing. You know, screw the goop. I don't think there's anything with it either. Just so I don't walk on it. I think that's the only. Alright, yeah, for real, screw the goop. I'm going. I'm leaving. Come on, boys! Ooh. Oosh. Okay. Go pick up all the shit. Reload. My god! There's so many! There are just so many of them. Alright. What I need is to use my flashbangs. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do flares. Because flares I can protect myself while I blow these guys up. So, like... Here! For instance. Pop that. Use one of these and move back. Okay, that didn't work out as well as I had hoped. This one will, though. Oh my god. Whew! Okay. Grab all the ammo. I'm going to shotgun. Stop it! Oh my god! Every time I turn around, there's just a dude behind me, instantly. Okay. I did better that time. I just need to lure these guys in and then push them back to an explosive. Come on. Ow! That was dumb. Whew, okay. We got this. My God! Jesus, what the hell? This is so hard. Oh my God. Alright, let's try to section them out. Let's do... So these guys spawn, we can go back and take them out. Where the hell did you come from? Stop it! What the F, man? I turned around for half a second. Just go away. Leave me to my wakeness. That one bounced off my back, but it counted as a dodge. Oh my God. Okay, did I do it? Am I good? I had to go full friggin' sweaty mode there. Shotgun. I don't trust it. Yep. Oh. Goodbye. Page! And light! Oh, thank you. Light in a car. Holy crap. Oh. Loot. Hell yes. Any coffee? Coffee, 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 coffee? Java? Java? Java in the truck? Coffee? No? Okay, fine. I'm leaving. Whew, that was a crazy fight. I think I'm getting it though. Getting the mechanics really well. Alright, is there coffee anywhere? You see any little glowies? I don't see any. Alright, up we go then. Oh, there's a loot cache. That's nice. So I'm not going to step into the light. I'm going to get the loot cache first, and then get the checkpoint in the light. This way. There it is. Is it going to be a trap? It sure is. Oh, damn it. It automatically switched me to the flare, and I just used... Oh. At least I got another shot with it. That's annoying. I don't like that it does that whenever you pick up the flare gun, that it just switches to it. But, whatever. Small gripes and complaints, because I'm bad at games. Checkpoint reached. Anything in here? This looks suspiciously like a thing to go into. All visitors must see the yard manager. You must sign a liability waiver before entering the yard. If you're looking for a specific part, ask for it. For you, pull it. You must bring your own tools, wear protective clothing. Junk piles may shift, hazardous area. Okay. Okay. Let's loot. I think we're relatively kind of maybe safe. Coffee. Exactly what I wanted. Some batteries. Those are useful. I don't need any more though. Ammo, TVs, radios. If I can 100% one thing in this game, I will be happy. Which I'm very close to. Don't switch to the flare guns. Stop that. Behave yourself, Alan. Anything out here, or is this just a way down? Just cans. Hey, I got the Carney trophy. Sweet. That's something. Alright, let's do this. Ah, I'm opening the gate. I see. No. Hey! What was that shit? Stop it! Alright, we're good. Generator's up and going, get the car. Let's take this one, it's a bit better shape. And we get a quick heal as we're going into it. No. Go. All taken care of. Not a problem. What is in that over? I know I'm supposed to go up there, but there's all these big places opening up around me that have gotta have like little secret hidden things. They just have to. There's no way this is just here. There's gotta be something like hidden pages or coffee, maybe. Maybe coffee. Do the junkyard workers not listen to radios? Pretty sure I've only got one more radio show to find. Okay, apparently that was literally nothing. Alright, here we go. Moving on. Why is that still active? Coffee. I made it 5 feet and then spotted the coffee. Coffee. Nom. Anything in here? Weapons, loot, radios. Yeah, alright, cool. Let's go fight a crane. Room! I'm here now. Anything here with me? Looks like a arena almost for a car. I saw something green over there. I'm gonna check that real quick. Burning cars, exactly like you would find in a junkyard. I've seen a lot of these cans too. I wonder, I'm just gonna shoot it just in case it's something. Probably not, but I've got the ammo to spare. Alright, checkpoint light. Stop switching to the flare gun. There we go. We out. Ow! Rude! There's something up there, I saw it. What is it? There's something up there. How do I get up there? Yeah, why am I stuck? Okay. There's gotta be a way. Is it this, maybe something to do with this guy? Can I activate you? No. Alright, I'm getting back in the car because there's enemies coming. Excuse you? Hang on a minute. Thank you. And all these machines are going to come to life and start attacking me, aren't they? Alright, so there's a thing down over here, it looked like? Yep, I knew it. Get it. Done. So are all of you. Oosh. Whoops. Hold on. Excuse me. I'm almost broke. Stop it. Stop. Excuse you. I did it. Truck's in great shape. I'm ready to go. Alright. What does this do? Boom. Ah, okay. Oh my god, this truck. Anybody out here? I don't see anyone. Oh, come on, you can lift faster than that, thank you. I saw somebody, but I'm leaving. So goodbye, good riddance. There's a new truck. Perfect. Let's just park this over here. Whew, man, my vehicle bill is gonna be way up there. Alright, there's gotta be something over here, right? In this little hidden alcove area. Alcove, yeah, it's a freaking junkyard. Alright. You know what I mean. There is nothing. Oh, no worries, Hellcat. Thank you for the lurk. Alright, so nope, nothing there. Let's get gone. Beep beep. I don't know how to honk the horn. An arrow leading me into there. I'm guessing that village place is where I need to go. So let's grab our loot. And I don't think it's available for a car. That's revolver ammo and I've got enough of it.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
makes sense. Okay, I did it. Oh, I can push this. Damn, Alan! You got some muscle. Weapons, better weapons. And lights, there's gonna be a fight. Get the better shotgun. And the flashbang, there we go. Let's turn you on. And let's turn you on. Was that something out here, or was that just my flashlight? I think it might have just been my flashlight. Yep. And I can't take the truck. This is just on foot. There's got to be something in there. I'm just going to search everything. Oh, there's nothing in here, actually. But this
I will
one.
never give her to you.
Ah! Stop that, old lady. Old lady using tornado powers. Time to go. Okay, there's coffee in that one. Anything in here? Nope. Coffee. Get out of here. Coffee. Revolver. Shotguns and rifles. I don't really want to switch though. I got what I want. It did let me keep my big flashlight, which is helpful. I'm happy about that. Doing this without him would suck. So there's a spotlight. I'm guessing I have to turn that towards... Yep! Go, Alan, go! Get out of my face. Ow, my God. Whew. Missed me, dumbass. Woo! 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 Come and get me! Oh my, well, he poked me in the balls with his chainsaw, and I did.
To fight my way to the lake through the
Oh,
horrors
come
of the night.
on.
I had to
All
flick
the way
an
back
old
here.
battered light switch imbued with
All
childhood
right.
magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
This last part's giving me some trouble. So I remember there's nothing in any of these. There's a shotgun over here. And these lights. Now I know I just need to get straight to that thing. Press that, go into this one for things
I will
in the
never
back.
give her to you.
Yeah, you will. Alright. coffee. Sure, I'll grab an extra revolver. Why the hell not? Doesn't even matter. It just gives me ammo, I'm pretty sure. Go. And now I know that I just want to go straight for this light, get on it, and waste those dudes instantly. Oh! Oh! Boom! Now you're mad. Okay. Come and get me, boys. All the way back here, yeah? Then I'm gonna do one of these! Ha ha ha! And guess what? I'm going for the light! Fuck you! Slow ass! Zap! Let it recharge. Go, 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 go. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Dodge, Alan! Shit! Ooh, close. Too close. Alright, now I'm gonna push my way into this building, apparently. Let's do it. Use those writer's muscles, Alan. Turn around, Alan. What are you doing? There we go. Got a page out of here. That's nice. Let's shove this off the edge. Ah, no. Ah, stop it. Behave. Woof, that barrel really went for it. I see another page over there. Right where my flashlight's aiming. I think that's a page. It might be. As I was saying, it might be just a light. I think it's just a light, actually.
That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Birds. Mirror Peak. Let's do this, Alan. Flare gun ammo. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. This is much slower than I thought it was going to be. Oh, there's no track there. Welcome back. I'm having the slowest Donkey Kong moment. Awesome. Get out of here. Slappy bitch. What's that? Ooh, get out. Get out. Go! Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that was falling. But we're here now, and we're safe. Safe and light. Okay, so there is down here a lot of birds. There's gotta be something. Yep, I knew there was gonna be something. Shotgun. Let's open you, grab all your goodies. I have 12 flare gun shots. It's like a one-hit kill on most enemies. I'm using that a little bit. Don't let me forget if I die, because I got a checkpoint at that light that I need to go back down and get that stuff over again. Stop it, birds. Be gone. Whee! Yup! That was safe. Excuse me, birds. Are you going to charge again so I can murder you with light, or are you just gonna fly around? Oh, well, you're murdered with light anyways. Deal with it. Murdered by light. What was that noise about? There's nothing here. Ow! You dicks! Oh, there's round. Oh. Such a nuisance, man. Barry, I miss you. Ow! Floor poop. Ah! Oops. Alright, that works. I didn't mean to do that, but I did it. Ow! Ow, floor poop. More floor poop. I'm okay. It might not seem like it, but I'm okay. More beer cans everywhere. Loot though. Give it, give it, give it, give it. There's that flare gun ammo I wasted back. Not that I need it, because I have 11 more. Coffee, 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 radio. Out in the middle of the woods, that would be quite a place for a radio, huh? Alright, this is getting kind of eerie. Whoa! Excuse you! He's a speedy boy. I don't know where he's coming from. Where is he? There he is. There we go. Oh, it's just goop on the truck? Why? What's the point in gooping a truck? Stuff like this is why it makes me think it's some sort of collectible thing to destroy those. Where it's just like in a place where it can't actually touch you. Stay back. Generator, let's do it. Get this checkpoint. And more ammo. Perfect. I can't pick up any more flare gun ammo. Wow, alright, so I guess I do need to use some. Oh, now. Whew. Stop it. Did I get him? Nope. Come on, Speedy boy. Don't you bluff charge me. Gotcha. Damn, she is real mad. Come on. I was trying to shoot it at the ground, but it wouldn't let me. Okay. I can do a little bit better this time around. This guy, I'm just gonna shotgun him. Excuse you. You don't even stun when I do that? Stop it. Come on, Speedy boy. I see your reality ripples. You're so annoying. You never even try to hit me. You just run around like a douche. Think you're catching me by surprise, but you never are. Where you at? What are you doing? Sit still for half a damn second. Dumbass. Alright, I'm getting flashbangs out. Jesus! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's better. Get the coffee. I need to get the coffee. That's what they do. They try to sneak up behind you. There you go. And boop. Where are you? Where are you? Did that work? Douche! What? What? Oh, come on, man. That was so stupid. He hit me once and I was just stuck. Got him. Boom. There. No more annoying dude. Never mind, it wasn't the annoying dude. Get my thermos. Boom, there's one. Do it, buddy. Come on at me. I got a flashbang for you. Where you at? Douchebag. Alright. Back to shotgun. Let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't want to be in these woods any longer. Jesus! Thanks for clearing out the dude, but ow! Oh, health. Health and safety. For a brief moment. Is that a manuscript page? No, that's a cap. Alright. I haven't found a page in a while. I feel like I should have found a page. I may not have done my due diligence in exploring. They're pretty easy to see though. What? Oh my god! Stop! Stop! Jeez! Anything in you? There's more. Okay, we need to just go. It's throwing a bunch of shit at me. Nope. Going over here. Nothing over here. Going over here. Nothing over here. Going where I'm supposed to go, I guess. Anything in the boat? Whew! Excuse you! There's people down here, you know. Poop. Poopy goop. Poopy goop everywhere. I think these are supposed to be like ink blots or like shadow goop. Something. Green one, huh? Don't know if that does anything, but I did it. Whoa, loot. Flares, got it. The darkness wears her face. Damn, I'm full on shotgun ammo too? Sweet. Oh, this is gonna be a trap. There's a generator over there. Get the loot first. Then the generator. light. That sounds lovely. Hey guys. Oh yeah, all the other guys got killed by the electricity. Perfect. Pages? Pages? Radio? Something? Anything? It's a button. I know I'm supposed to press that, but I want to find stuff first. Stop it, you douche! Coffee, pages, let's be something. Oh, flashbang. Alright. At least it's helpful. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in this area. I think it's just an arena. And I also think they're non-stop until I do whatever this does. I pushed a button. And now, oh! Hello. The lift from heaven. There you go. Whew. Oh, the light broke. Cool. Page! Found a manuscript. It's really difficult to find it, but I got it. So glad everybody in this town just drops flares and flare guns and bullets.
Turn back now.
Stuff all over the place. Hey. Hey. Gotcha. Gotcha. Flare guns are always falling out of my pockets in the woods and random places. I know, right? It's so annoying. You can never keep hold of them. I don't know if I'm alive. Okay. Oh. Oh, now I gotta wait for this long ass lift again every time because I entered the light before it came down. Alright. Flare gun time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep the shotgun on and I'm gonna use the flashbangs. Just try to get a little bit better at the timing, I suppose. That way I can hang on to the flare gun before it falls out of my pocket in the woods somewhere. You know. Full on regular flares too.
Turn back now.
No, shut up. I wonder. Ow! Get out of here. Ow! Stop it! go. Come and get me, boy. Where'd he go? Oh, he vanished because I completed it. Sweet. I'll take it.
Do as you're told.
No! You have really bad aim for somebody who's trying to protect yourself and kill me. As I say that as a rock hits me in the face. God. Excuse me. Through. This is feeling real last boss-ish.
She never loved you.
Doesn't matter, I love myself. Hi! Okay. Okay. I'm going into the tornado. There we go, I got it. Oh, my face! Whew! Too close. Box. Ugh!
You will fail.
Will I?
It's
Ho ho ho! Will I fail?
Your nicknames, huh?
Okay. Tornado Wrangler! Well, damn. There goes another flare gun. That's a precarious rock. You don't want a belly flop.
Hell!
Where am I now?
Shh,
Oh,
baby.
hi, honey.
You were having a bad dream.
You're not real.
It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
I knew it.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about
Nope.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman?
Dr. Hartman, yeah.
I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best weapon. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed.
Ow!
We'll talk more about
Ow!
it in the morning. Come back to bed, Alan.
The clicker.
Back to bedtime.
No. Get away. Bye, honey. I got my clicker. Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing? How's the no gravity working out for you?
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. Its filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
Gotcha. Oh, I don't like that. Why are you so happy?
He's Mr. Scratch. Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
What? I don't know if I'm... Mr. Scratch. I don't like Mr. Scratch. He was entirely too happy. What? What the hell? I'm creating things. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Interesting. What? Hell.
I follow the idea of a path.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't.
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is push yourself forward. You don't do anything.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I know.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on. What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
We're almost to the cabin. We're right in the Callinan. The cabin.
I promise to be
What the
good.
hell?
Please, untie me, naughty boy. I will help you reach your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
Cut it out. Take you back to the desert pavement. Filled with darkness.
What in the world is going on?
I built the cabin to be real.
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Alice, I'm coming.
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's...
I'm here to write what you don't want me to write, you bag.
Now you will never get her back.
You have a problem in your chest or region.
I am
Much older than you.
I can tell.
Older than your first work of art. I
Like
will
it.
find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Ew, he's putting the clicker in her chest hole. And giving her a hug? All she needed was some love. Oh, where her heart used to be. Oh, and I shoved light in there. The light in the tunnel. Her chest tunnel.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice?
Yeah, so he reset it.
Oh no!
What? What is going on? Time passing, I guess? There she is! I freed her. Now she's gonna drown. Wait, did I write myself out of the story? Did I write my own death? No, there's an Alan Wake 2. I can't have died.
Alan?
Does she know what happened, or does she just remember falling in the lake?
Alan?
And now everything's changed. And I'm just gone. I wonder if she remembers any of it. How dare he? He saved her! And saved the town, it looks like. By sacrificing himself, maybe? Actually... Yeah, the story really got me involved. True, yeah. Well, I don't think he had a choice. It was going to take somebody, so he swapped with her, basically. It saved the town by taking himself out of the equation so that his story never came to light, it looks like. Because this is the Deer Parade, or Deer Festival, or whatever. Yeah. Oh, and now she's the one afraid of the dark. Transferred. Wait, was that him in the window? Oh no, I'm still here. The cop was in the window. Nightingale.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
Damn. Awesome. Hell yeah. Alright, let's check out the stats. I know I didn't get everything. Let's see. Poltergeist objects destroyed, 61. I found 76 of 106 pages. 77 of 100 coffee thermoses. 5 of 12 can pyramids. 16 of 30 chests? Holy crap. 10 of 11 radio shows, and 13 of 14 TV shows, so I only missed one of each of those. Damn, I didn't 100% anything. But yeah, see, there's cardboard standees found, so I'm guessing like the Alan Wake cardboard things, I need to shoot them or something? alarm clocks. I need to find alarm clocks somehow and maybe shoot them or interact with them somehow, and Night Spring video games. I didn't find a single one of either of those. That's interesting. Alright, let's play back some manuscript pages. Let's go from beginning to end here.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Nice.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
So, what I'm wondering is maybe the last manuscript page is actually the one that he wrote, so we'll actually see like what he
The
had
Taken
written.
stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter. I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs. At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman. "The cabin on Cauldron Lake?" she asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
So truthfully, he never actually found Alice, he just took her place to get her released. So I don't think he ever actually destroyed the darkness. I think he just did kind of like a prisoner swap.
Stucky
almost.
spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling, caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him. Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend. Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
It seems kind of, Crick. It seems like more just not all art, but just like stories. It was like the darkness was trying to write its own reality. It was bringing words to life. So by writing in the cabin that didn't actually exist any longer because Zane basically wrote it out of existence, and that's when the eruption or earthquake or whatever it was happened that sunk it to the bottom of the lake. I think that's when Zane did his sacrifice. So it's actually the lake that is the darkness. The lake has something in it, something with the water, or some kind of reality void, or something like a tear in reality. And this, whatever this darkness, this creature is coming through and trying to use the stories of these two writers to make itself real in a way. It's almost like what's the name of it? Like a creature that becomes real because you believe in it, kind of thing. So it's like it's trying to take over, and it's trying to take over this reality in this town, and God knows what else after that. But what Alan did is he wrote an ending to the story that he never finished when it was controlling him to make it go back. Yeah, basically.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Yep, the lake. The cabin on the lake.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed. Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice.
That's what I was
and
trying
here
to
was
think
Al
of.
armed with a
Thank
gun
you.
and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack...
Oh, no worries.
Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would. I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Left behind by Lamp Lady.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Why at any cost, though? Like, it never explained how he knew everything came back to me. Like, how was Nightingale aware that everything came back to Alan and his book? Because, like, he didn't see the manuscript until after he caught me, but he tried to shoot me multiple times before that, so there's more going on with Nightingale and what he knew.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign.
She was right.
For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now. The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw. When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
And old Barry became a badass.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Missing Paige.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
That's sad.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
So I missed that one in the first.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
I want to know what a mighty snort sounds like.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Alright, so I missed 2 pages in the second one. I have a feeling I missed a lot.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose.
The later ones.
That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station. For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison.
Why did I call him Zane?
It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Shouldn't have been shooting at innocent people.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again. I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
That's when the doc got it.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below. Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
So there's 4 missing ones that I could have gotten so far.
With
in this
Nightingale
one.
gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. "That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good."
Mm-hmm. So what was up with him? I don't understand why Nightingale was so obsessed.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful,
yeah, it was Thomas
full of
Zane.
life.
Okay, I was right.
He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse. Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him. I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Oh, we haven't read this one.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this. Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard. Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Damn, Tor.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. "Hey, Hartman, where's Al?" Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
That was a fun point. Up on the stage with all the music blaring.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver. Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan. Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure. Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
So Hartman manipulated Thomas Zane as well, and was probably a big part of why all this stuff happened. That's why he built the lodge there, because he knew there was something about that lake.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night.
The doctor.
Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Yep. So it was trying to escape whatever prison it's in at the bottom of the lake.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
So wait, so maybe you were right, Crick. Maybe it is all forms of art, because they were musicians and they used the water from the lake in their moonshine, and it seems to have driven them crazy and used them to some sort of end.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself. When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
That's like those bras that nursing mothers get that just have like the door on the front that you unclip. It's the booby hatch. Alright, I missed a lot of pages in that. Let's move on.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true.
Did he?
Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel. Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night. The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer. Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
I appreciate it. Saved my ass a lot.
For it to be free, the dark presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
Didn't work now,
Alice
did
had
it?
screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
Missed one there.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role. The story I had written in the cabin had come to end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice. Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor. The chopper bucked wildly and the board lit up, telling her what she already knew. They were going down. Barry Wheeler screamed next to her. Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance, an exception to the rule. Anything of his stored in a shoebox would remain. Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
Alright, last one. We missed a lot in the last one, but it looks like most of them were nightmare mode pages. I only missed one that wasn't.
The dark presence was no longer trying to capture the writer so he could create the ending it wanted. The writer knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the writer from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from. The bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another over the decades. The dark presence brought them up in its wake, scattering the rotten waterlogged hull of an old boat here, the remains of a long-ago crashed airplane there, trees shattered under the impacts. The earth groaned. It didn't even notice. Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came. The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real. After Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Huh. Alright. Well, we missed a few pages, but I think we got the gist, for the most part. But damn, that was an amazing game. I think I will probably go back through that in my own time and try to do 100% on it when I can. But damn, that was a lot. I can't wait to start Alan Wake 2. And that's going to be on PC, so there will be webcam again. And sound effects and all that. So look forward to that next week, you guys. We'll get started on that on Monday, same time, same place. And overall, just thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did. And yeah, like the ending left a bit to be desired. It didn't really explain a lot. I'm hoping that it will explain more in Alan Wake 2, though I don't know where the series is going, to be honest. You're bad about the end. Yeah, I mean, I can get both ends. Like, yeah, he left her alone, but did he have a choice beyond just leaving her lost and gone in the lake? Like, did he have a choice to save both of them? Because in the ending, he was talking about balance, where if something was changed, something else had to take its place. So kind of like yeah, so like if he... No, not Barry! Hell no! I love Barry. Barry's my dude. Barry's a badass. Well, yeah, like, I mean, honestly, if you kind of put yourself into that situation, though, and think about it, like, yeah, Nightingale, but Nightingale was already gone. So, like, yeah, exactly. If you want to remove something, something needs to be put in its place. So, like, as a human being, how would you be able to live with yourself knowing that you wrote somebody that you knew virtually nothing about into that position and just abandoned it and got everything you wanted back? Like, it was kind of like a moral sacrifice, you know, where he was the cause of all of this. This thing was after him. So as long as he was out of it, it would never really be gone. So he kind of gave himself to it to bring the love of his life back so that she could live a life. And, you know, who knows if he knew that he was going to have to take the place or not even, you know? And how do you make that decision to put somebody else into that position? You know, when it's your problem, it's... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree, Crick. But enough said. That is Alan Wake, and we will start up the second Alan Wake, which just recently came out, so it's going to be much more in depth and guaranteed much better graphics. I do like that analogy. Like you're standing on the curb, and it's like the trolley problem, where it's like when they get all crazy, and it's just like, hey, so a trolley's bearing down on 5 people. There's no way to change the track, but there's a very large man standing by the track. If you push him onto the track, it will stop the train before it hits the people. What do you do? Like, sacrifice the one guy to stop the train because he's big enough that it'll stop it, or do you let it hit the people? You know, it's a question of morals and choices. Kill. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for being here. I'm glad it ended up being pretty much a full stream. That made things easier with timing and all that. So, thank you all for being here. I very much appreciate it and all the love you show me in these streams. And I will see you all next week. Have a good, safe week. And I will catch you next time. Make him have a heart attack and fall onto the track. Yeah, I'll just jump in his face and scream that I didn't actually push him. Yeah, I am Twinkletoes. I just haven't gotten ready to close down stream yet, so I wasn't gonna say bye. But yeah, thank you very much. It was a really good game, and you know, it left me with a lot of questions and a lot of drive to see the sequel. So we'll start that next week, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks for being here, guys. Bye now.